Can we really count on robots in the future to accompany us in our daily routine? To answer that question and many more, I'm joined by an expert from the Neurorobotics Research Laboratory and Institute here at the Humboldt University in Berlin, Dr. Manfred Hild. Thank you very much for being with us. Okay, so it seems having robots help us in mundane tasks such as garbage collection. That is in the foreseeable future. But what about being served in a restaurant by a robot? How realistic is that?
Well, I think maybe 5 to 10 years from now would be a bit too optimistic, but 10 to 20, I think this can happen. And you don't expect the robots to have an in-depth conversation with you, but just to serve the food and maybe get the order. This will be possible, I think, yeah.
Okay. Now, also in the future, do you think that every person, like they have their own personal computers today or their own cars, that every person will have their own personal robot?
Yeah, very much think this will happen maybe before we see them at the restaurants, because for children to play with, I think it's a very attractive toy, because there's a lot of more interaction than with like a brick of wood or something. But anyhow, it's like it will stay like a toy. So to have them start to learn and so on, like children go around and grab stuff and play with it, I think this will be more in the far future, right?
Now, it seems that in Asia, robots are quite popular. We see a lot of cutting-edge research going on there. But in Europe, it seems that the Europeans are more reluctant when it comes to robots and robotic research. Why is that?
Well, interestingly enough, it's just how they are educated. The movies they see and the comics they are reading, they are very different. And so I think that's all the story, because we here have the movies like Terminator or something like that, which makes us fear of the robots, and that's not the case in Japan, for example.
Do you think that will change in time here?
It already does. I think, yeah, like 5 years from here, it will come together or so.
All right. Well, though, robots are supposed to be intelligent. How does that work?
Well, actually, I think if we stick to body intelligence, this is something we are not so aware of because it's all-day life we are dealing with it. But for a robot, it's very complicated to do simple things in life. And talking of that kind of intelligence, I think we have a way to go there and to build robots that play games like children do and learn about their own body.
Now, in which areas do you see robots dominating the most?
In the near future, it will just, yeah, like we saw the garbage collecting robot, or bringing something, or do simple things that are repeated on and on. But in the household, I would say it's a bit more time until then, because it's already very difficult to clean the dishes or something like that.
Okay, very interesting. We thank you very much, Dr. Manfred Hild.
You're welcome.